hit my finger against that again. Sharp points, no good. Hello Juliana with the camera.
Hello.
Today I've got to reframe the problem, and by reframe the problem I mean I'm going to adjust the frame. So for two things I'm going to do. One is that this is perfectly high enough, but it can come down a little bit maybe for most of the 3-ball patterns and 4-ball patterns. No problem at all. So I'm actually going to lower this down 2 centimeters, and the reason I'm going to do that is I'm actually going to move these out 2 centimeters. So if you see this thing here, at the moment this part of the frame is on top of that, and actually I'm going to move it so this part is to the side of that.
Right.
All right. One of the reasons for that is that I want to put this thing down lower, and I want to be able to lift this up here, and at the moment it's bumping, and actually me widening this out a bit gives me a little bit more space to juggle, because actually this is quite narrow. It turns out the width of this is quite narrow.
Yeah.
What that will also allow me to do is then flip this round and have it pointing this way, because at the moment every time I'm doing it, yesterday I was testing and I bumped my hand against there, so now I'm going to move this to the inside, and that's going to be pushing up and down there.
Yeah.
And also it'll give me a little bit more space for foot pedals. So that's one of the reasons why I'm going to do this. I want to make this, it's going to make it 4 centimeters wider and be able to have this on the inside in a clever way, which I'll share later. And also, this is a bit wobbly, and I'm going to make that a little bit more sturdy. So that's today's project.
Cool, let's see it.
The first thing I'm going to do is just make this less flexible just by putting, there's a bracket that goes all the way along this side. I'm just going to put one bracket on the back to stop this twisting quite so much. It's pretty secure, but when you start throwing stuff at it, it does twist around a bit. No! I snapped the drill bit. This is a test, and hopefully this will be more secure in that twisting motion. I already feel it's more secure. I'll do another one, but I broke the drill bit. So I'll do the other one once I get a new drill bit. Beforehand this was underneath, and now it's going to go by the side. We got 2 centimeters more each side, but I'm happy with that. The next step is to discard these wooden pieces and instead use metal pieces. Super strong. I like it. Today I have done about 60% of what I wanted to do. One thing that I wanted to do was make that a bit steadier, and I put a bracket on here so this wobbles slightly less, but it was just a test bracket anyway, that's good. I moved these things out, so instead of this thing being like underneath, it's now on the side. But one thing I'm really happy with is this. Come down and have a look here. Because this is now slightly wider, I actually wanted this to the outside. Can you see the difference? This was like mounted on the inside, and I realized I can mount the pivot point on the outside, and this is on the inside. Because before I was hitting down with it, and I was always bashing onto that bit, and when it was behind I was bashing onto it. So now the force goes straight down, and it doesn't matter what I do, I can just slide my hand down. You see this? I slide my hand down. Actually, I need to take that bit off. That was a bracket for some other tests, so let's just get that out of the way. it doesn't matter what I do, I can just put my hand here and swing my hand down there. Of course, at the moment I'm hitting this cable, which I might not like, but I've got another way. This is not the final version of this hand switch, but I'm getting to the point where I kind of know what the final version is going to be. Cool. It's a pity I'm still in prototyping stage. I thought I was in final design stage, but here we go. So let's do a quick test here. Come on. I actually already have just caught that string with my finger.
So that's not good.
So it's already not good. And I understand why, yeah. So I do need to, once again, make something for the string that I'm not catching it on my finger.
Yeah.
In fact, let me do that now. Press pause a second. I'm going to pop this down through here. And then, once again, put that down through this thing here. The final version of the machine, hopefully I won't need to rewire it each time I set it up. It'll just be set as it's needed to be. Cool.
Already it's out of the way.
So I'm doing fine tuning. In the previous version, the prototype, I was always doing fine tuning by these screw bits and things, whereas now, because I'm using this 2020, I can actually do fine tuning of exactly where it needs to be. Just
what is 2020?
Oh, it's just the name of the profile. It's 20 millimeters by 20 millimeter profile. So the 2020 profile is now allowing for lots of fine tuning. All right, so now that cable is not there anymore. So, yeah, perfect. Yeah, I think this is working pretty well. All right.
Looking cool.
And also, yes, as I said, the forces are all going straight down. Now, to be honest, this little thing is actually now too small because I actually want it now to stick out a bit, but it should still work. Because beforehand I was pushing down and it was twisting around, catching and stopping. Yeah. Whereas now, if I push it down, it doesn't matter. If I push it inwards, it'll still work. Oh, sorry, outwards or inwards, it'll still work. So yeah, now I need a bit of a bigger thing there, and hopefully this will still open. Oh, it does still open.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not connected, is it?